Already been introduced to Ms. Enix. Ms. Enix.
Enix like Enix.
Yes. Yes, Christina Marie Enix.
Yes.
Are you still in Black Diamond?
It's my mailing address, but I've been homeless ever since I was released from Western State and the protection order and everything was dropped a year and a half ago.
Do you get mail at the?
I get mail there, and then I was couch surfing while I was working for Visiting Angels, and then I ripped the fasciitis and an Achilles tendon in my foot. So now I'm on L&I, trying to relocate everything down here. I'm a cranial amputee. I was diagnosed with a tumor at 17, removed 11 days before I turned 21.
Okay.
But I don't get Social Security. But I work with a Mr. Tyson through L&I, along with an advocate and along with DVR, trying to figure out, can I go to college to retrain because I'm broken durable medical equipment? I should never be somebody's caregiver if I can't even support my own foot walking around. And parking at the public defenders, I got so lost in your parking lot to find this courthouse. It's very confusing. You need a sign that says courthouse this way.
All right.
So clinically, I'm in
trying to get a
Arrowhead.
new courthouse to make it more obvious. So.
And most of my no trespassing is my.
You're careful. Don't tell me anything about the.
It's a violation of my medical cannabis. They didn't let me medicate most of the time.
Let's not get into the actual incident. And we are, Ms. Enix has been advised of her rights. She is requesting counsel. We're asking the state to establish probable cause.
Ms. Will, do you have something more than I have?
Yes, Your Honor. I have several incident reports from the Parks and Recreation Commission.
Swear you in?
Yes.
Swear that testimony probable cause application to be the truth, full truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do so, sir.
Go ahead.
So this is from, to begin with, the infraction that led to the criminal citation. It's unclear which ranger this came from, but on August 31st, 2025 at around 6:40, while they were on duty at Millersylvania State Park, Calvin Parker radioed me to inform me he had received a report of a female throwing rocks at people. They then radioed Washington State Patrol as well. They drove their marked patrol vehicle, and upon arrival, did not see any persons in distress, contacted the person who had reported. They explained that the female, which was later identified as the defendant, the alleged defendant here, was driving in a car and they were smoking. Eventually, this park ranger located the vehicle that was reported and made contact where the defendant was identified with her driver's license. They exchanged information about what had happened. The ranger told the defendant that she was receiving an infraction for causing a disturbance and that an expulsion from all of Washington State Park areas for 30 days. She was given the infraction and notice of the infraction. She was not seen, and then at approximately little under 2 hours, at 2014 hours, another park radio person radioed them to inform that they just saw the defendant driving back around. And then there's a separate incident report that says this ranger that she was given notice she needs to leave, that she'd already been given the infraction. And then the defendant alleged to have said, okay, I'll leave. She was asked several more times to leave. And there's allegations of the defendant biting one of the rangers as she was attempting to be trespassed. And that's the end of the report I have.
Okay, so as I understand it, what you've indicated is that Ms. Enix was told that somewhere in the neighborhood of 1830 hours, 6:30, that she could no longer be at the Millersylvania State Park, and then 2 hours later, they find her still in Millersylvania State Park.
That is what I recollect from this report, Your Honor. Yes, that's accurate.
On probable cause on charge of criminal trespass, second degree. They're a not guilty plea for Ms. Enix to the charge. I'll appoint counsel to represent Ms. Enix.
And I'd like jury.
We're not there yet. That happens after a pretrial.
Okay, sorry, I'm a cranial amputee missing a fifth of my brain.
All right, Ms. Enix, you're due back before the court on Wednesday, the 5th of November. I'll wait till you're done writing.
9:30, Wednesday the 5th.
Yeah, we're going to give you a document that has all this information.
Well, I'm currently living out of my car, so please do they text me or do I go back there
Yeah,
for
we'll
public?
text you, and we're going to give you a document today.
Okay, thank you so much.
And you get texts at this number.
Yes, I can get text, and that's my email at .com@gmail. Sorry, like I said, I sometimes say things backwards.
So I don't want you going back to Millersylvania State Park.
I'm still missing my credit card. That's why I was throwing things away,
Okay.
trying to
All right.
find my credit card.
But I don't want you to go back to Millersylvania State Park, and you're to have no criminal law violations. And we'll see you on the 5th of November.
The gentleman told me I was allowed back after the 1st, so he was really confusing. Do I have a fine for disturbing the peace that I gotta pay? And if so, can I get it waived? I'm homeless.
I've not imposed any fine. today.
No, but I thought he gave me a document and told me I was getting a disturbing the peace.
I mean, that may have been the basis for.
That's why I was
telling you
asking,
can't
do
go
I
back
have a
to-
fine I need
Well,
to
hold
pay?
on just a second.
And how do I get it waived or reduced being homeless?
Yeah. Well, we'll track that with a criminal charge. So there is a disturbance in the state park citation, and that'll just track with the criminal charge, and we'll deal with it all at once. You don't have to pay anything right now.
And who's Candace Carmen where I might be able to see about any impound fees from Salvation Army?
No, that's the public defender's number on the other side.
Oh, that's who I call?
Yeah, call that in a few days to see if you can find out who's been assigned to your case, and then that note on the back is to
Which
ask to
is
talk
this
to her.
office over here, right?
No, it's about a half a block away.
Yeah, I left my car there. Like I said, it was confusing trying to walk around here and figure out what's what. We need street signs for people that are brain dead like me.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Clinically called a cranial amputee. And I'm affiliated with the Tacoma Amputee Support
Okay,
Coalition.
Mr. White, we had a chance.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Hey, guys, thank you very much, Sherman.
You're welcome.
So this is gonna have your these conditions and work together.
And if I take this over to Groom, when I pick up my car,
Well, we can look at, I'm not familiar with the program that you're referring to, but we can take a look at it.
I just went to the public defenders in my first parked it in front of
Okay.
me. I went to the handicap and we tried to find you all my foot race. But please mark the place where it's more confusing for us disabled. And thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.